Owen Salinger.
And Salinger, he's a great story so far this season. We'll get into that in a bit, but Salinger has been a great spark for this UMass team.
And UMass controls the opening draw with the Bucknell grad transfer Brendan Coyle as we get underway.
UMass is kind of, one's a senior, one's a freshman, kind of getting the offense going and really becoming the leaders of this team. And UMass, very similar to Rutgers, a lot of younger players that are just trying to find their way.
And pass to one of their returners. It's Tyler Clayton, shoots it wide, and 30 seconds to operate in his first college action this year after sitting out last year. And now Colin Curdilla, he was the leader on Tuesday with a season-high 6 points. Late shot clock, off the dodge. Zeller rips a shot, but it's deflected. And Salinger is out of his crease to corral it. Elbowed out of play, and flags come flying in from several angles.
Actually, these programs are very similar. Proud tradition, great coaches, coaching history with Dick Garber for UMass and Coach Tom Hayes for Rutgers.
And UMass on the power play for the first time, 30-second opportunity after Dante Koulis is forced to sit. Hogan at the point, looks right. There's Zach Turowski into the slot to score. The first goal of the game comes from the junior midfielder, Matt Cargiulo.
And for Rutgers, down a man, and he just turns and fires, and there's not enough support from the backside to clamp down on that.
Career as a midfielder.
And his development as an attackman will be key. Looked a little more comfortable on Tuesday playing attack than he had in previous games. That's going to be big for Rutgers.
UMass defense making him work. They find Curdilla open, but he can't fit it home. Had the sharp angled shot, and somehow Salinger kept it away.
And nice save by Salinger, but
Rutgers off the turnover, step down on a score. Colin Curdilla rips the net to tie the ball game at 1.
Opportunities like this, they get the turnover. Great job by Lawler. He gets it up the field to Curdilla, time, room, and he paints the post.
Reset, step down, and the shot is kept away by Stoller. John Krish somehow turned aside as we'll get another penalty. Great opportunities at our goal. You're looking for big number 2, Colin Kelly, in these situations, right in the middle of the offense, and now popping up top. A look wide for Aiello, but clangs off the side netting, and a reload with 14 seconds.
Carton Stoller in the goal, so this offense will certainly have its opportunities.
Two programs that prioritize their efforts between the 30s. Kelly off the push-off, shoots wide. And a reset for Colin Zeller, 25 on the timer. Curdilla for Koulis, trying to shoot low, and Rutgers has missed a few from that spot. And they had gotten it across midfield, but the Scarlet Knights have forced 3 turnovers now. Ryan Splain able to do enough to get that ball out.
And it is not a clear until you're playing offense against the Scarlet Knights.
And Stoller's home run ball falls in.
See what he can do with expanded playing time.
I got the start Tuesday against St. John's, coming off the bench in this. Curdilla working on Kyle Swanson. And the UMass polls have done a good job on 88 so far. Richmond shaking, baking a score. And there is the burst, the God-given ability that Duke Richmond's got.
And this is a great job by Duke Richmond, taking advantage of his opportunity. It's Colin Curdilla on the other side, which gets the defense moving. Richmond steps in against the short stick. He fades away, and he delivers for Rutgers, making the most out of his opportunity. Duke Richmond from to get to the middle, to get more of an angle, and he beats the goaltender for UMass.
That is the first goal in Duke Richmond's career, and certainly not the last. And Rutgers wins the draw. Here's Joe Younger-Kiss, the defensive midfielder who's led the rope unit and scores again. He's been the engine of the transition offense. The Princeton transfer, Joe Younger-Kiss, keeps the Rutgers run going.
Ground ball, uses his athleticism to create an odd man situation. No one picks him up. He's going to make it pay. Younger Kiss beats Salinger. Rutgers up.
That was a bad catch by Cargiulo. The ball is loose. And we'll get the whistle against the Minutemen, so Rutgers forces another turnover in numbers now. There's Scalamandre, the defensive midfielder who scored last time out, and finds another. Rutgers defensive middies are in top form.
And Dean Scalamandre, the sophomore, getting involved. Whistle ready, gets it to Scalamandre in the middle of the field so he can create this opportunity.
Victory of the year. Richmond spins, ducking through, bouncing off tacklers, but Salinger makes the stop. Man, Duke's 1 for 6 to this point. Storming off the bench, that was a good opportunity for Brian Jackman. Drunzik able to get topside and score. Great back down by the junior attackman, Aiden Drunzik, to get the Minutemen back on the board.
And Drunzik had him back in games. Gets underneath, gets inside against Tommy Mendyke, and he finishes.
And setting up Rutgers nicely once again. UMass able to settle that defense down. Looked a little out of sorts for a second. And a strip takeaway. But Nate Austin Johnstone comes flying in from behind, wins it right back.
Job by 10.
Summer. Coolis. That pass was deflected. And UMass has been knocking down some of these passes and have not been able to win ground balls. They will control here, it looks like, and looks like
he has done a nice job the last couple of weeks, and if he's doing well, it means the offense is doing well.
Vorgang behind the back finds the posts. Holy smokes, that would have been a highlight. 6 seconds after Kelly missed. Come off the power play so Matt Petito can come charging in. Cardilla, still 40 seconds for Rutgers to shoot. Kelly gets the dodge and finds the top corner. The last couple of games Colin Kelly has played, he has had social media too.
And Colin Kelly, he's been on a tear. Gets to a strong right hand, and he lets it fly. If he gets it anywhere near the 6x6, it's going in. Colin Kelly, a couple years, reset it to 60 instead of 80.
Here's Charles Kurtz, wanted to share, left hand, and misses that offhanded shot. Three goals per game, second best in the A10. Then everything and more as a transfer for Merrimack, but Rutgers silencing him. And now share it to Drunzik. Into the slot. Unfortunate that one was received on the other end. Cargiulo able to get inside and score. Matt Cargiulo bullies his way to the cage and gets UMass.
Play by Cargiulo. Short stick matchup in an invert, so he's midfielder behind. Inside roll, and he finishes before the slide can get to him. So Rutgers slide, tough plays like that. Coach Jimmy Ryan's done a great job with this defense.
Aiello hard off the screen, shares, and Coolis couldn't handle the pass. And I'm going to flag two. It's maybe his second penalty of the game. It's just a few minutes into the game. Kurtz is stopped by Stoller. Long rebounds. Robbie Granara can't clean it up. And UMass is going to...
That's the door. He's doing what he does.
Yeah, 5 saves for the sophomore, and a couple of them have been right in front of cage, too. Hogan probing. Skip pass, and low to high. Robbie Granara fits it in. The sort of goal scorer who...
Great job by Hogan. He's got eyes in the back of his head. His eyes are looking at the defense, not looking at...
After Rutgers scored 4 consecutive goals in the firsts. Here's the Long Island native John Krish backing down, and that's an easy save for Stoller. Trying to lead the outlet, and the last 2 years that Rutgers and UMass have met, I mean, these games have been entertaining, final few possessions deciding the outcome. And we're expecting nothing less today.
And these are two teams that have played each other, whether it's a game or a scrimmage, for a very long time. Remember when I was here, we scrimmaged.
Hogan. 10 seconds. Jackman. Shovel pass behind the cage. Way up top, Hogan should dump it. No, to the doorstep, and Stoller's got to make the stop. For the senior Logan Peters. Going to work against the short stick. Into the middle, it finds Aiello, and it goes clanging out back by midfield.
Presence behind the goal, which is something Rutgers has needed and will need going forward.
Peters, space, shares, and a flattening. And Justin Lawler had an opportunity, but UMass was able to converge at the final moment to stop the shot. Freshman's doing it all today in cage.
McKelvey tells Stoller to take a break while he hops in net.
I don't know how much tougher it would be to try to save shots with a pole as opposed to a goalie cross, but my goodness.
You do see goalies warm up in pregame with short sticks.
And there's Cardilla uncurling one 5-hole. Second one today for Big 88.
And McKelvey, give him an opportunity with his hands free and time and room. And he lets it fly, overhand release, and he blows it past Sellinger. And not dropping his hands as much as we've seen.
Pass inside for Logan Peters. He couldn't corral it. Still loose. Murphy. Salinger saves it. One-time shot from Shane Murphy. And Owen Salinger now with a couple great saves. And one true attackman is right there. Number 1, Dante Koulis. Timer's at 15. There's Kelly. 10 seconds on the run, and Rutgers has taken 4 looks, but none have found
change for Rutgers.
And now he's coming off the field. We'll get back to 6-on-6. UMass 4 first-half goals, none of them scored by their leader on offense, Trace Hogan, the Merrimack senior transfer. And he possessed 2 from 21. Matt Cargiulo, he had a nice first half. 10 seconds. Granara. Spin and a flag. And it looks like injury 2 for Aiden Drunzik, who got the raw end of that collision.
It looks like he's okay, but Drunzik has been huge for UMass down the stretch. Fades away from his defender in front of the cage, draws the support of Scalamandre. Looks like he got
for 2 and trying to continue that.
Yeah, they've been excellent today. Something's got to give.
Granara for Drunzik. No look to the point. And they got the open look they were hoping for. Aiden Drunzik cashes in. You could see that slow developing play finally open up with 14 in space.
You're going to see UMass, they draw Tommy Mendyke up the field, and then Stefanos can't.
Times today where the ball has changed hands twice in 10 or 15 seconds.
And UMass, they're not going to panic. They've been decently efficient in the settled 6-on-6. Just haven't had a ton of opportunities.
Hogan, no look. Drunzik, there he is again. Aiden Drunzik has been the man for UMass. We're level at 6. 6th consecutive win to carry them with conference play coming up a few weeks from now.
And both these teams' conferences will be a gauntlet. Both excellent conferences.
Carjulo spin, but put it right on Stoller's stick. And an instant outlet to Splain. It's at 8 right now. Summer. Down to 3. I don't think Rutgers realizes. Yeah, Summer gets the shot off 1 second too late.
Yeah, looks like that was just
a legit candidate for top goalkeeper of the year this year. This offense trying to get the Scarlet Knights back in front as Aiello has it blocked by Salinger. Can't believe that he allowed the rebound. Peters, low percentage pass. That was a tough one to try to fit in. UMass comes up with a steal. Breaking ahead, looking for the lead. Tyler Clayton. And Rutgers getting the defensive. A UMass offense that has gotten the scoring from some other sources today, like Aiden Drunzik.
And Kelly runs off the field. UMass going to be 6-on-5 briefly. Can Rutgers get back in time? Rutgers early in possessions.
Hogan forced back with under 20 seconds to shoot. Working on Younger Kiss. And was looking for Drunzik, but overshot him. He has made all 3 saves needed. A couple of turnovers forced too by his defense. Murphy for Summer. UMass wearing these shot clock violations like a badge of honor in the second half. Wanted to keep that winning streak going. And UMass may just sit on it. I spoke too soon. And looking at an open goal, they score! From midfield! It's pay dirt for Matt Carjulo and a UMass lead at the horn. From Rutgers near the end of the first half. The Scarlet Knights with the ball. They have not scored in half number 2. 3 saves since halftime by Owen Salinger. Best freshman goalkeeper in the country by every single statistic. A Scarlet Knight offense that roared on Tuesday against St. John's to a season-high 21 goals, and that guy was the leader. Number 9, Shane Murphy, coming alive in the 4th quarter.
And Shane Murphy.
2 assists, the senior from the state of Florida. Really, he and Robbie Granara have been kept in check by Rutgers. It's Drunzik and Carjulo who have been the men, as Kurtz forces his way in. 2 saves! Solar makes the stop from his seat. Rutgers ball.
And Stoller standing on his head all day.
Taking himself with 7 seconds. Question mark back, and Salinger closes the 5-hole.
And Salinger, great job to see it. Credit, and also both defensive coaches, Jimmy Ryan and Noah Fosner, former Scarlet Knights assistant.
John Krish able to get the shot off, and there's Drunzik. And Noah Fosner, the architect of the UMass defense, was the volunteer under Brian Brecht his first 2 years at Rutgers, back in the 2010s. No look inside, Granara! UMass leads once again.
And Granara,
as they go to what would be their first win against Rutgers in a very long time. First time since the 2000s. They're led by 2 of the top 4 scorers in the A10, but the guy leading the charge today, his first career hat trick Aiden Drunzik.
And he has been opportunistic today. He's taken advantage of everything.
Oh, wow. Tyler Clayton right out of the timeout doubles the UMass advantage.
And Tyler Clayton.
They were in the hole even bigger against Albany.
Yeah, down 7-2. And it was Drunzik who got the party started. So he has been an engine for them in big moments.
Trying to solidify the top 20 ranking UMass earned this week. 19th in the coaches poll. Hogan scores! Trace Hogan joins the scoring party. UMass on a run in the fourth.
Cause a turnover.
Yeah, the Scarlet Knights need to stop right here, and it's Cargiulo who controls. Shot clock's at 10, spin, and UMass ball, but 8 seconds remaining.
And you got to think
their turn to Tackman, now in his third game, playing lower. But Owen Salinger has made 12 saves. Here's Cardilla behind the cage, feeding quick, and Murphy turned away instantly as Salinger comes up with a save.
UMass looks like they belong. It's not just the score, it's the eye test. When you watch them play, they've done a terrific job today, and they're the real deal.
Open goal, and one more. Why not? Aiden Drunzik caps off a career day. Ranked Hopkins, so 5 straight weekends of Big Ten opponents, a conference as good as ever. And they'll look to regroup with the week.
And they're going to drop to 4-5, but even if they were 9-0 and they didn't get the results they want in Big Ten play, it wouldn't matter. So as long as you can work towards Big Ten.
Defensive masterpiece, outscoring Rutgers 7-1 after halftime.
And credit UMass, they were terrific today. Rutgers has a bright future, a lot of things they can work on. They're getting better, just not their day today.
So UMass is 6-1.